Hey everybody, sorry for the delay on this week's episode of Mornings with Manny, but it's good to be online once again, starting off the week strong in stuff that I've learned last week or that I will be learning because this Sunday I'd like to share with you what I've got planned with my networking group. So if you're part of MiamiNetworking.com, here are three important things that you're going to be able to learn together as a group. Oh, wait, let me set it up from the top. Oh boy, it's one of those days. There we go. All right. Hey, everybody, good morning. Wait, let me zoom in. There you go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mornings with Manny. Today, I'd like to discuss with you the expectations you can have during our upcoming networking event, which is happening this Sunday, September 27th from noon to 5 p.m. And these are three important things we're going to be learning as a group. If you've been trying to become a part of the virtual economy that's coming or that is already here, here are ways that you can make your content more relatable, more consistent, in a way that you can connect with people online. So, I don't know about you, but I've been on Zoom calls every day. I've been creating content online to stay in touch with my friends and family as well as potential customers. Made a couple of clients through content itself. Everybody has an opportunity here. However, since it's happening all so fast, I've decided to make a networking event and a workshop in order for us to get together and have a discussion as local creative entrepreneurs. So the name of the event is called How to Make Friends and Create Customers with Online Content. And these are three important things that we're going to be reviewing during this event. The first one is we're going to be going over how you can communicate online. There's a concept that's called the virtual voice. And just like developing your voice in singing or in performances, you've got to practice. And in order to practice, you just got to get to it and go through experiential learning. You're going to have to go through the experience of piecing together content in order to communicate online. And it's going to take time to master because, as they say, most communication is miscommunication. Now imagine if you were to do it digitally. There's going to be certain words that are going to be more powerful than others. There's going to be different kind of intricacies depending on the social media channel if you're choosing. Using 140 characters on Twitter is different than creating an entire 30-minute video on YouTube. And the first important thing that we're going to be going over is how to avoid miscommunication as little as possible, as much as possible, that is. Make miscommunication very little in terms of the communication that you do online, because most of the times when you come across an advertisement, you just scroll by. There's nothing really important. There's nothing that really captures your attention. And if you're really good at using power words, or if you're really good at eliciting emotions, or if you're really good at being more understandable overall, it increases your chances to not be miscommunicating. And you also want to make your point across as soon as possible. And so that's one of the first things we're going to be reviewing on the first half of the event. No matter what social media channel you use, being able to get your point across within the first few seconds is probably one of the most important things. And we're going to be going through things like introduction videos. We're going to be going through things like headline writing and copywriting. Next up, the second most important benefit that we're going to be going over during our networking event is going to be how to create online relationships. So one of the things that I've been teaching during the lessons on the e-courses I've been developing, which is called Content That Connects, is how emotions can now be transferred digitally because of online. And the more favorable feelings you can give to people on the internet, the more likely you are to develop a relationship with them. All right. So what you want to do is in developing your virtual voice, you're also going to be learning how to stay in touch. You're going to be learning about the customer cycle. And, to give you kind of a quick breakdown on what the customer cycle is, a person becomes aware of you. They look you up. They look for sources to kind of back up what they may be thinking, whether you're good or you're bad, looking at things like testimonials or reviews. They're going to be in the decision-making process. They might be in the decision of buying or not buying. So every single node during the customer cycle, if you can create content that is relevant to them, you're more likely able to create an online relationship because you went through the journey with that particular online client. And again, if you know how to develop favorable feelings over time, rather than just like one hit kind of content, if you kind of just nurture the relationship online, you're more likely to find clients over time, because those that aren't ready to buy might be able to buy later on when they're ready, or if they know someone that can benefit, and if you gave them a favorable feeling, like you're trustworthy, you have credibility, your products and services are is the real deal, they'll then find you someone, and then they'll send you an email because they feel as if they're compelled to do so because of how you made them feel with your content. And the third most important thing that we're going to be going over during this online virtual networking event is how to create more online customers overall. Now more than ever, we're going to have to find ways to grow our businesses online. Face-to-face is great, and it's still possible through virtual channels like Zoom or Facebook Live. However, finding ways to communicate online to create more customers is probably the number one goal for all businesses, right? You can't grow a business unless there's transactions, but you've got to do more than transactions itself, which is building relationships, finding ways to connect with people. And there's nothing more productive that you can do online right now than creating online content. And the reason why I say that is because online content gives you so much leverage, because you only have to develop it once. You know exactly where your customers are or who they are. You develop it once, it's online for people to find later on. Okay. And you're also going to learn how to create content consistently. So it's not just a one-time blog or a one-time podcast. It's going to be a lifestyle that you're going to be developing through the tactics we're going to be learning during this online networking event. You're also going to create the kind of content that's relevant and engaging. All right. I wrote a blog not too long ago about being, if you're pursuing to be famous instead of being known, it's going to take you a longer time, because getting famous is kind of like winning the lotto. But if you're consistent and you work on becoming known for what it is that you do, you're way more likely to create customers online, because you're now the reference point. You're the hub. All right. You're sought after based on what you offer. And, us as creative entrepreneurs, for those that are members of MiamiNetworking.com, we're just going to have to learn how to transition online now more than ever. And at first, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but you're just going to have to get accustomed to the processes, accustomed to all the tools you can use, and everything that's opening up, because there's so many opportunities happening online more than ever. And now is the time for us to learn how to transition. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing this networking event is for us to come together as local business owners and just having a conversation and a discussion with other people who are dedicated to growing their business online. So if this is you, I invite you to join us this Sunday, September 27th, from noon to 5 p.m. Okay. In order for you to get your Zoom link, this is an absolutely free event. I'm inviting you to join us. Go to miaminetworking.com/friends, register your profile, and we'll send you the link in order for you to join us this weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in to Mornings with Manny. I'll see you next Monday. Have a great week. Bye.